We're just trying to get some gas hooked up on the engine. John has gone through the starter. The shaft was bent. There was a collar that was come unscrewed.
Yeah, on the starter for the drive gear.
It come unscrewed, so that meant the drive bendings come out too far and was making all the noise. And somehow it got bent. Well, it got bent because it got
That was you.
out of shape. And that was me, I guess, John says.
No, I think it was bent before. It had a slight wobble in it before, for sure.
I don't mind taking the blame for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if we can get it running again. We're trying to hook the gas up.
There you go.
Trying to figure out
That'd
which
be you.
sucks and which
That'd be you.
doesn't.
Which sucks and which blows?
Yeah.
Are you going to do that joke?
Nope.
Okay. I'll leave it alone too.
Just going to leave that right there.
So we should see something going into that little glass.
I have no spray bottle anymore.
Oh yeah, that's a spray bottle.
It is a spray bottle. I can dump a little gas in it though with the beer bottle.
Because we're going to be a bit getting the gas up to it. Put a bit of Corona in the top. And...
Nope. Just want to wash this out. Where do I put my gas?
In with your oil.
No.
You can put old gas and oil together.
Okay.
Yep, they'll still take it. This is your drain bucket still there? Yeah. Just dribble her in the drain bucket.
There you go.
Same stuff.
I didn't want anybody getting mad at me. Alrighty.
Oh, hook that wire up. You didn't tell me to hook the wire up.
John's got a wire to hook up.
Gotta remember to hook that wire up.
Fix the solenoid on it. Got my fingers crossed.
Sort of.
You got to hit with a hammer.
Yeah.
I seen one starter on the box that said don't hit with a hammer.
It's probably good advice. Okay, so we'll just double check that.
Keep your fingers crossed, people.
Make
Keep
sure
your
we
fingers
got,
crossed.
Yes, we have power there.
Keep your fingers
Okay,
crossed. Now
hammer.
You want to put a little gas in her, I suppose, before we take her off? Turn her
Yep.
off?
Oh, geez, that's okay.
We'll just wait for
That's a little more than a little, but
give her a drink. See what happens.
okay, ready?
Yeah. Just second.
Is that bubbling?
Yeah. It blew water. It's blowing gas. I think it's might have to
So
go
we're
the other way.
Told you I didn't know.
We just switched that, and it's blowing out there, so we're going to have to go in through here first. Going to switch it around. But that took right off, didn't it?
I did. That sounds much better.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay.
Handful of gas. Just going to switch the lines here. Downtown John is doing good. I'm getting a little fill sand on the truck, getting the quarter panel shaped out right, trying to do some detailing. I'm going to take the hood off later, get Jolene, maybe do some welding on the edge of the hood. We'll put that on probably Facebook. No doubt in my mind, if you want to watch her weld it up, we're going to take it off. The two edges have to be welded. We got the rear end out. Me and Jolene came out last night and had a little drinky poo and cut the rear end out of the frame, put it over in this one to see about what we're going to get it looking like. The wheel distance is kind of come a little bit closer. Also, last night I dug this cross member out, and I had the cross member sitting on the front end the way it's supposed to, and then I pulled it off and I dug all the metal off it. I dug all the metal off it, and then I come over here and the rear end rolled backwards, and look what I see. I got a hole in the perfect center like that there. I'm not even going to use that cross member now. I'm going to gear this tab up, and this is going to hold my spring because I wanted it underneath here, and that's going to do it. I'm going to put it underneath there, gusset it, good to go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to cut the hairpins here and bring them to the front of the chassis. But right now, just kind of, yeah. Get a little bit of gas in the bottle.
All yours. Let's see if this works.
John has fixed the starter. You want more gas, or should we just...
Well, let's just see which way that's going first.
Okay.
Thought you said you fix this. Clunk.
It sure did fill that bowl up.
Did it?
Oh, sure did.
Okay. Well, give her a little bit more down the top and just another little,
Big drink?
well, a little drink.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, don't put your head over it. There you go.
That sounds good.
I never did hook up an off switch though.
Well, that don't matter. I'll let it run forever.
Oil pressure running pretty smooth. You got oil pressure?
Come look at this.
Oh geez, yeah, you got lots of oil pressure.
Awesome. Wow.
Whoop, whoop. That thing runs nice.
That gives me a chubby.
That runs nice.
Joey, you gonna race this bad boy?
Still got a bit of a hesitation miss, but wires will take care of that.
Put some new wires on it?
Yeah. Yeah, get warm. We don't have any water in it, so I don't want to run it too long. Yeah, I got it. There's a kill switch.
Haha. That's awesome. Awesome. Well, I hope the rest of it goes that way. We got a little bit of gas coming down here on this top of this bad boy. Don't know where that's all coming from. Maybe that was from the
Is it coming off the top of the?
I think we got a little.
Yeah, some of those seats might be.
Oh.
Like the seals and stuff.
Okay.
Might be dried out. Tighten all the screws and everything.
Wow. That started fairly quick, eh?
That did.
Wow. I'm impressed with that.
A working engine.
What do you think of that? I want to set that bottle somewhere so I don't have to hold it.
Yeah, here, just take the hose out.
Yeah. Well, the hose.
Oh, the hose got gas in it. Just shove it in there.
Damn thing. Yeah, there's right there. Awesome. Just like that. I don't know what to say other than that. Didn't cause any problems. All we needed was a little bit of fuel running
They're all
in there.
firing.
Huh?
They're all firing. They're hot.
Got the rear end in it. Got the front end in it. Next thing what's going to happen is I see myself trying to gear up the front end, the rear end, get that right in it, get a seat on it, and run it up and down the field here.
Yeah.
See what it works like, you know. Maybe try to get that transmission on.
Yeah, we'll pull the top off that and see. It's got to be something simple.
Downtown John.
Maybe someone
gonna pull it off. Check it out.
Oh yeah. It's not
Cool.
mine. I'm in.
Awesome. Wow. Let's try to start it again. We'll start again. I want to start it again.
Okay.
Okay, he said.
Kid at Christmas.
That's right.
Ooh, that's
Throwing up power.
a little bit there. A little bit of resistance from the coil. Look at that.
Holy fuck.
Whoop, whoop. Doesn't even get something to start better than that. Just ticking along.
I think my face says it all. Wow, that sounds something good, don't it?
It does. That's a good engine. Nothing wrong with that.
Sat outside for 3 years on, even the plastic blew off the top of the carburetor. 75 pounds oil pressure. Temperature gauge right there. You got a temperature gauge here somewhere. That fan up front.
Yeah. Coming into that fitting.
There's a temperature gauge here somewhere, wasn't there?
Right here. That probably won't work. There's no water.
Oh, I suppose.
Oh, you have to ground it too. Now, it'll probably work. Everything else does.
Shut her down then. Wow.
Everything else works.
That's quite amazing, eh? Whoop, whoop. Found a grill inside. When we bought the 35 or 36, whatever year it is, we got a grill that come with it. And there's the grill. That looks pretty sweet. It looks the same patina as the 35 does. Yep. Good job, John. Good job,
What'd you expect? What'd you expect? Come on.
Listen.
Come on.
Good job,
Have
man.
faith.
Good job, man.
Have faith. Thank you.
Awesome. So you'll pull the top off that and see if you can get that
Yeah,
shifter
see what's
working?
going on. Could even just, like I said, that looks like someone's been into it, so
Yeah.
it might even be all rebuilt and
Okay.
something's just not sitting right.
Awesome. You might as well come in and take a look what I'm doing. John's obviously repaired that, fixed the starter. It's funny how he took the starter apart. He had to straighten the shaft going down
Yep.
through the middle of it. It's funny how you can just repair that right here on a piece of wood. He hit it with a hammer and repaired it and put it back together, welded a little piece on it, tab on it, repaired it, put it back together, got it working. And nowadays, if you open the hood of a truck or a car and you try to find the starter, it might be underneath the intake.
If you don't have a scan tool, there's not much you can do to start with. So you
Wow.
have to have a computer to fix a computer.
But that's also fixable, you know?
Yep.
Anyways, here I am. I'm on the truck here right now. I'm just basically trying to scope or get the wheel wells looking right. I'm down to bare metal right there with fiberglass. I can't go any further. I'm getting them down looking the best I can. I got the rail done on this side. Got the top done on this side. I'm just going along the bottom now, trying to get that done. I'm excited about the race car. That's amazing that took off like that. I'm so happy that I didn't ruin it, and I think that'll be fun. John's going to play with the shifter on it, try to maybe get that unseized. Excuse me. I think that putting the front end underneath where I said where the tab that goes on this chassis, I think it's a great idea. Why not? And why not? And have that set back a little bit further on that tab. We can do that. That started so nice. I'm so happy with that. Huh?
That does start nice.
Wow.
That does start nice.
That makes me happy. Just check the oil. Feels all right.
Yep.
Feels beautiful.
Yep.
So
Getting more and more at the back here. We'll keep jacking the front end up.
yeah,
It'll stay in the pan nice now.
But I'm gonna lift it up to that part. It'll probably
Yeah.
come down once I let the jack stands out of it a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, it'll be
obviously.
fine.
But gotta figure out the wheelbase of it and find that out. And I should dump that gas out of that Corona bottle before I drink it.
Yeah, it's looking good.
It does look good.
It does look good.
But we thought it was going to be a lot harder than that, but it was not.
We're almost there the other day.
This is the other chassis that we got torn apart. I still want the steering off it. I'm still going to have to take and cut this off and bracket it on that chassis to make it work, because I want to use the steering wheel off this. I haven't got one for that. This chassis is pretty well baked. We've got some running boards on there. Maybe someone might want to make some patterns off of. But other than that, there's a bit of gear inside. You were saying something about the mechanical brakes. I probably should.
Yeah, I would put hydraulic brakes on just for safety reason.
Okay.
At least on the front.
Well, Jolene's tough, so. Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
Awesome.
you should say that when she's not around, but
I don't know what else to say other than that. That took off so fast. Hard to believe, man. Hard to believe. That works so good. We'll see what happens.
some compression, spark, and fuel, and some air, and away you go.
Yeah, I just didn't
I just didn't have everything.
Well, it sat here for 3 years, somewhat uncovered, covered, a little bit covered, not covered, and it took off. Awesome. It was wired right, obviously, and it helped having the gas hooked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because you can't get the right amount going in all the time, and
Yeah.
that carburetor's pretty clean, so we got lucky there.
Yeah, you even tore that carburetor off and looked at the float. The
Yeah.
float is in right there.
Yeah.
That's the float right there. True
Needle
cool.
and seat's right in
And it's
the,
not
in the
leaking
line.
at all. You notice that?
Nope. Just that other fitting I put in.
Yeah, just the
The
other
one
thing.
I did is leaking.
Where's that now? Down.
At the bottom, right off the pump.
Oh, is that where it's leaking?
Yeah.
That's okay. We can put another fitting in it. Alrighty, going in from there. Engine started. I don't know what else to say than that. Maybe I'll get the hood off and get Jolene started on welding this hood. I'm gonna get back in here and sanding on this. And that's what what's that? Cut what off? Do you want me to cut off? All right, I'm gonna cut this off for Jolene. That's what I'm gonna do. Zip cut. That way there, John has repaired the engine, or got the engine rock and rolling today. I'll be doing some body work on the truck today. Now I'm going to zip cut the hood off and get that prepared for Jolene to weld, and then we'll have 3 of us doing something. And having 3 people, you get more done than having 1. Having 2, you get more done than 1. That's good, eh? All right, here we go. And also, someone was saying about gap on the hood. Well, as Jolene has this welded on here, You can see the round rod is rounded off on this side. I can take a grinder and and grind off my gap if I want to, which I don't think we're going to have to, but I can grind a lot of that round rod off to make the gap. As the round rod has a high spot, then it turns down. We're welded on the high spot. Where it turns down, I can grind that off to get a nice gap for the hood. And also, where this hood didn't fit perfectly, the round rod, I'm hoping, helped us get that done. Is that nice? That's quite something else. That thing took off just like that. Wow. Yeah, she popped up a little bit on that side, but that's not bad. That's not bad. Get this side off. Yeah, that's awesome. That's freaking awesome. 75 pounds oil pressure. Starts good. This will be the first time we've taken the hood off in a long time, but it's got to be finished. I'm thinking, there she's off. Nope, not yet. What did I do? Any more over there left to be cut, baby? And also, when we did the hood, we shoved it back a little bit because there's an 1/8 up front to give us a gap. It's off. It's off now.
Need a hand?
Yeah, I will. Why not?
I was gonna say, is that yes and Chad speak?
I had to figure it out in my own head. We're gonna turn it upside down. Put it on this here. Watch that, sweetheart. Okay. You can get by that. Yeah. Oop. Turn it upside down. And then we have some welding we got to do in here. So we got this to weld up along this piece here. We got to finish this sort of stuff. You can see where we butt welded here. We have to clean that up a little bit. We have to finish this off. Do some welding in here and grind that up, make it look nice. I'm gonna leave that there. Got to weld this corner up here. Got to do that yet. Now that we have this off, a little dent there. Now I can fill it out right to the top. Everything's looking good from what I see. Cool. And basically what will happen here is I'll knock these all off, clean them all up again, get them off, and then it will not be there. We'll grind the edge of the hood to give us our gap so it can be perfect if we like. See John's into the top of the transmission. I got to go take a look.
Yeah, just these are C's. The pins,
Yeah,
the slides for the rod.
Okay.
They don't move.
So you need a hammer.
Yeah, I can get that. That's not a big deal.
Cool.
So the rest of it doesn't look. Could use some new oil with less water in it, but
Oh, is that what it needs, John?
it's not bad. Everything
take a
else
look,
is in
baby.
great shape in there.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
And it is a 3-speed?
I would say so.
1, 2, 3? Or I don't know how that works. That's the inside of her. She had some water in the oil when we drained it. And I don't know whose fault that was, but we got it out. I got a little tiny hammer there. I got some penetrating fluid too. You want to jam that?
Yeah, we'll have to maybe let it sit and let it
maybe that'd
soak in a bit.
That'd probably be the deal right there. Let it set for a while. But everything's going good. We're cruising straight forward. You can come take a look at the, you went around the chop before and showed them pieces on the chop. Everything's going good there. All we have to do now is put in the work and the time and the labor to get it done. Me and Jolene will probably mess with that car off and on now that we have the engine running. Wow. Makes me feel good. Have to get the front end in it and the rear end in it so we can take it up and down the field a couple times. And I think that's going to be quite quickly. It's not going to take that long to get that motivating, just because the front end piece is where it should be, where I'm going to hook the spring up. The rear end, we have to be able to drive shaft and that sort of stuff. And on this car, I've noticed it's got an open drive shaft, which is a good thing. We can make our own drive shaft then, and we do not have to be at the wheelbase that they show. So everything's going well. I just have to get down to my hands and knees and get going on this and get sanding and go from there. Did you want to give away a hat or a shirt? Hat or a shirt? Let's give away a hat or a shirt. Alrighty, I see Harley's here today. My daughter's in. Oh, we only got 21 minutes in. We could do a bit more. It's up to me. Let's go sand on the truck. Okay. Kevin Brown, a gasser flathead, baby. She will look nice being pulled by a Tonka. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Kevin Brown. You've won a hat or a shirt of your choice. And basically what's going on is we started the film because we thought we'd take some time to get the engine rolling. It took off so fast that what else is there to do, really? But we've got it running, and come back tomorrow and we'll show you what we're getting done. I'm working on the truck going as fast as I can. And Jolene's going to be welding on the hood. Everybody's going to be busy. See you tomorrow.